This time on the UK Brewery Project, we're off to the Yorkshire Dales. The brewery was established in November 2005 by Rob Wiltshire and his wife Anne in the village of Ashgrigg, which is in the Yorkshire Dales in North Yorkshire. So Rob is the head brewer of the operation, and he is very much into brewing different styles of beers, including smoked beers and ultra hopped IPAs. And you could some say he was ahead of the game in that respect. The brewery was originally based in Coast Ipa, which was a converted milking parlour. By 2007, their sales had quadrupled from the first full year in 2006, and they used a local council grant to expand their business with a new 5-barrel brewing plant and additional casks. With the new equipment, they were brewing 20 barrels a week, which is over 5,500 pints. It's been difficult to glean information regarding Yorkshire Dales Brewery. I can't remember if it's brewing or brewing company now. And in particular, what were their first brews? I know one of the first beers in 2005 was Napa Scar, but I've seen details which say this was a 4.8% bitter, but the Napa Scar on sale right now is a golden ale which is at 4%. Either way, I don't have Napa Scar to hand anyways, but I did find a website that quoted that the first brew was Butter Tubs in November 2005, and since I have that here, I'm going to crack it open. What better beer to start with? So this is their first brew, which is still going to date. Got a glass to hand. Looks brilliant. Now this is, just double checking it all, a 3.7% golden ale. And it smells like a golden ale. Now I'm not the biggest fan of golden ales because they generally don't have much taste, in my opinion. They are definitely more a summer beer. They're like the ale market for lager. So it's not got much flavour, but in a summer month when it's nice and cool, it goes down easy. You're not looking for massive flavour. And it's a golden ale. It's got a bit of bitterness on the back of the taste there. But that is a golden ale through and through. Yeah, not to my style, but 3.7, very sessionable. So in their first 5 years, they had brewed around 200 different beers of varying styles. So that varying style, by that I mean they were using different hop styles to make the beers, different malt styles, or just actual different styles of beers. So from bocks to the smoked porters. They attempt to make 4 special beers each month. Also, each beer in the core range takes its name from nearby towns or landmarks. In 2015, to celebrate their 10th anniversary, Rob planned a series of 10 special brews across the year, which included a Belgian triple, which of course came in at 10%. Why not? In 2017, the brewery moved to its present location at Abbey Works in Ashgrigg, which is actually the site of the disused railway station. The railway line was ended, I think, in the 60s under Beeching. In their original brewery, they had brewed over 500 individual recipes during the 11 years that they were there. With the move to the new location, they were also able to open up a bottle shop and a tap room at their brewery. And they also started moving into canning. And I think perfect segue to try one of the cans. So just to explain, I've got this laid out in a particular order for myself. These are all low ABV going up to, I think, 4.1. And then these are 4.1 all the way up to our high ABV ones, which is this one and this one. I'm going to go for a can, and I'm going to go for middle of the road. I'm going to go for the East Coast IPA, which is 4.5%. Checking the best before, hadn't looked at it. So this is good till May. So it's got 2-3 months on it. All right, it's fizzing up a bit at the top. Let's pour this into a glass. Ooh, very active. That is very active. I'm just going to leave that to the side for a moment because that is going to take a long time to go down. See, I don't really want to drink the golden ale. What I'll do is I'll open up one of the other beers, and Ascrig Ale is one of their biggest selling beers. It comes in at 4.3%, and I believe it's another golden ale. And I know I said I wouldn't do, I'm not into golden ales, but this is stronger by 0.5%. And I want to see if there is a big difference between this one and this one. Now, will it be darker in colour? I was expecting maybe slightly darker in colour, but no, don't think there is. If I had the smoked beer, I would have opened that, but they didn't send me that one. They didn't have it in stock, so they sent me another repeat of the Bolton, I believe. They sent me 2 of those. So I'm just going to quickly look and compare. It is slightly darker, still a golden ale though. That's a lot more malt bitterness on it. Yeah, that is definitely, this is, as you would say, sessionable. That's sessionable, but very light and not to my liking. This has a much more roasted malt complex to it. It's nice, but it's a golden ale. I know, sorry, I'm just comparing. Since I opened that one, why not open the other golden ale? Right, still got a bit of head on this. And it is going to take a while for that to go down. So while I probably wait, and I'll try and put that back on top and hope it doesn't fall over. I hope for the best at this stage. And let that settle and see how it all comes out. But while we're doing that, let's move on at this stage. So, Rob himself believes in supporting local businesses like his. So you won't find these beers at wholesalers, in keg. He doesn't believe in keg either. They don't export them. They don't sell them to pubcos or supermarkets. He sells them to free houses, independent retailers, hotels in the area as well. Sometimes he's even brewed one for a nearby hotel as well. So there's a special one that he brews just for them all the time. And of course, on their website, which is where I picked this all up from. Rob has travelled around Europe and North America to seek out styles and ingredients that he can try his hand at back at his brewery. He's also been involved in many collaborative brews throughout the years in Europe, UK, and over in North America, mainly the United States. They still seem to be creating multiple brews each month, even through COVID, sometimes where they were brewing 3 days a week. In August 2020, they had a new fermenter to the brewery to attempt to keep up with the demand. So it's good to see that they were still busy all through this period, and their local market objectives had worked to their advantage. Now, sounds bad, that's all I've really got for the brewery. I was hunting. I was going through old news articles, Wayback Machine on the website to see if I can pull out any further details. And I was struggling. To find anything via the normal routes that I do. And I've pieced together what best I could. So what I'll do now is quickly just go into their core beer range. So I've already said Butter Tubs was their original. It is part of their core beer range. So 3.7%. Then we've got the Ascrig Bitter, which I thought I did have, but I may not. I don't have that, just looking along, which is a 3.8% bitter. They have their Ascrig Ale, which is a 4.3% golden ale, they say. And then we've got Drover's Arms, which I know I have probably at the end here, which is 3.9%. So that is a Dunkel style beer that was originally brewed as a house beer for a local pub, but is now an all year round brew. And then I said Napa Scar is a core beer, which is their 4% golden ale, and Mucker Silver, which I've put here, haven't I? Yep, Mucker Silver, 4.1% Helles. The other beers are not core beers, although I'm unsure about the craft beer ones that they've sort of launched and where they sit. Now, this has gone down enough that I can actually get into their Ocean, which is, as I said, a New England IPA. So let's have a nose at it. Quite a lot of bitterness in the nose, it smells like. Sorry, not New England, East Coast. Completely different. I was thinking that didn't smell right. It's not as hoppy as I was expecting. So Chinook, Citra and Amarillo. It says citrus and grapefruits. I'm not quite getting that, unfortunately. It's hoppy, but I wonder if it's an old can. It's just not quite there with the flavours. I'm just going to check dates on some of the other ones. This one's good till October, which makes me believe perhaps this one's been in the can a while, and so the hop flavour has unfortunately dropped off at that stage. A bit disappointing. Sadly, the beers I've tried haven't been the best beers perhaps for the styles that I like, but it is the beers that they do. And I say the original beer, one of the most popular beers, and I tried one in a can that I thought would be good. I definitely am interested in these two end beers. So we've got the Ipa Ale, which is 7.4%, and I'm assuming it's just a dark. I'm guessing it's just a dark ale. And then at the bottom here, I'll move that off quickly. We have the House of Rest, which is a triple hopped mango IPA, I believe, or hop bomb as they're calling it. We have Hush, and I do like their design on these cans. Very nicely artwork done on that. That's a double dry hopped APA, and at the bottom we have a American Pale Ale. And then we're going through, I said Colton Bitter at 3.8, and then we've got Asgar Falls at 3.8, which again to me looks like it's a pale ale. I thought it may be a better. And then lastly, Bainbridge Blonde, which is 3.8. So they definitely do sessionable beers, especially as you think a lot of it is cask for pubs. So awards. Well, the Ascrig Ale is listed as a multi-award winning beer, but I can't seem to pinpoint any awards, even searching for particular awards, especially as they sort of give a rough date of 2008, 2009 they won some awards, but I couldn't find any. But I think it was a national award in 2008, 2009. But yeah, this is the UK Brewery Project. This has been Yorkshire Dales Brewery with the information I was able to glean. And I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, take care, guys. Cheers.